All right, here we are outside east of Lampedusa. We're collecting seawater, and we're hoping to extract, amplify, and hopefully sequence white shark DNA. This is a great way to non-invasively detect and monitor these animals out in the wild, and it's an emerging approach that's very innovative, and we hope to get some results out of this. So today we're going to learn how to vacuum filter seawater to collect DNA. Here are the items we're going to need. Vacuum filtration flask, a hand pump and tube, a funnel and rubber stopper, a collection beaker, our filter paper, some latex gloves, a small 3 milliliter syringe, and our DNA preservative, and our sample tube, where the filtered sample will eventually end up. And lastly, just a sample data sheet, so we can fill out the name, the date, the sample number, the location where water was collected, the depth, the ocean depth, the overall ocean depth, the time a day, and the amount filtered, and any notes that need to go along with the sample that you've collected. All right, now let's do it. So now that we have collected seawater and added it to our beaker, we're ready to start filtering. So let's set up some of the devices. First, we will need to connect the hand pump to the vacuum filtration flask. Like so. Then we will need to put the funnel with the rubber stopper on top of the flask. Make sure that's snug. And now we will take one piece of filter paper and just push it to the bottom of the funnel. And make sure the edges are sealed. All right, so now we're ready to start filtering. And to do this, you will just incrementally add the water to the funnel. And you'll notice it will start dripping water even without using a hand pump. But to speed this process along, we're going to hold the funnel tight against the flask, and we're just going to pump away. And once the water completely exits the funnel, you'll hear a suction sound. This just means that air is now being sucked into the flask. To avoid this, we'll just have to keep adding water to the funnel. And ideally, this works best with two people. So one person adding the water to the funnel while the other person pumps. And you just continue to do this until you are out of seawater sample. Once you are finished filtering all of your collected seawater, you will take the funnel out. Remove the paper. Take your sample tube. Fold the paper like this, and then add it to the sample tube. Now, we will take our DNA preservative and our small 3 milliliter syringe. And so we're going to add DNA preservative to our sample tube. And so we'll take about 2.5 milliliters. Let's do this. Add the syringe. Pull up like this. And then we are just going to add this preservative to the tube. Like so. Close the tube. And now you have a preserved piece of filter paper where you have filtered sampled seawater. And now this should go in a cold place. The refrigerator is fine, but preferably a freezer if you have one. And now you'll need to fill out the sample data sheet. Now that you are finished filtering your sample and you have filled out your sample data sheet, it is time to add these components to a Ziploc bag and keep it somewhere cool until it is time to ship back your components to us.